The remains of two infants, two children. There's no doubt about that. We don't know who they are. We don't know when they died. We don't know how long they lived. We don't know how they died. We don't know who's the mother. What we do know, the skeletal remains of two tiny infants have been found, wrapped very carefully in a blanket, then put into a plastic bag, then hidden in an antique storage locker. And tonight, we want answers. Straight out to Phil Trexler joining me from the Akron Beacon Journal. Phil, that's a surprise. You're cleaning out a home, you find a storage trunk, open it up, and find the remains of two tiny babies. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, can you imagine a more gruesome discovery being made there? It's certainly one of the biggest mysteries that we've covered here in a long time. A son came from California to the home of his deceased mother to take care of her estate, so to speak. He's going through her belongings, comes across this trunk, decides he better open it before he gets rid of it, and there he opens it up and makes this disturbing discovery. And since then, it's been this mystery that's unfolding here in the Canton area, and it's certainly very, very disturbing of a discovery that's been made.
Dr. Clark Goldman, also on the story, were the remains skeletonized?
Little tiny pieces, Nancy, yes. In fact, law enforcement could tell they were there quite a long time, but they don't know if that means 5 years or 50 years.
To Dr. Joy Carter, Chief Forensic Pathologist in Marion County, the author of I Speak for the Dead. Dr. Carter, again, thank you for being with us. Dr. Carter, we've all heard of tests like carbon-14, time dating to tell how old remains are, but that type of test, like a C14, deals with thousands and thousands of years old. Is there a way to date remains that could be 5 years old, could be 50 years old? Is that possible?
It is possible, and that's why they're going to send the bodies to an anthropologist who's trained to look at remains and give an estimated age of them. They're going to work together with a forensic pathologist to try to determine the stature, perhaps age, and that information will be used and helpful for the police who are going to be investigating very closely anything else in that locker that can be associated with perhaps a mother, any DNA material that's left in the home. They might try to do a very expensive long test for mitochondrial DNA to connect those children to a mother.
Well, it's interesting because they don't have a mother to compare to. Very disturbing because we don't know how long these remains have been there. You might be able to get a range of years, but an exact year, if it's totally skeletonized, I don't know that you're going to be able to get an exact year. And without anyone to compare the DNA that maybe you can get from the bones, possibly bone marrow, dried bone marrow, you don't have anybody to compare it to say who the mother is.